opportunities for different tones are endless. What's up, my friends? Jared James Nichols here, and I am back at Sweetwater. Back again with something very special. I'm very excited to show you this. We're talking about the JJN 50. I'm jamming on it right now. The JJN 50, inspired by the St. James Blackstar line that I was able to get down and dirty with the engineers at Blackstar and just absolutely create my tonal dream amp. I'm so excited about it. And alongside that, we're going to be talking about something very special, very innovative, and the first of its kind, launching a signature amplifier and a signature plug-in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jam. We're going to have some different tones going on. And I'm going to basically show you guys me playing through the amp, but also the sound and as close as it gets with the plug-in, because I'm so lucky to have spent some time at Blackstar, not only working tirelessly on the amplifier, but also really digging deep on the tones of the plug-in. Straight up, the JJN 50, it's a 50-watt amplifier. My previous Blackstar signature, the JJN 20, was 20 watts. So as my venue sizes and places I was playing was growing, so was my need for an amplifier more well-suited for bigger spaces, essentially giving me more headroom and clarity, but also still retaining the tightness that I love about my original JJN 20. The cool part about this, 2-channel amp, just as a plug-in, it literally mirrors it. 2 channels, right? So you have your standard clean channel alongside our channel 2, which has the option to go even further from your initial overdrive into blues power. So it has the blues power selection, and that's what I'm playing through right now. I'm gonna play a little bit on that blues power selection, let you hear that. Sounds like this. What's great about this alongside the plugin is it's an amazing pedal platform. So if you play with overdrives or you stack with modulation or anything that you really want to add to it, it responds super well to it. So in this scenario, I can plug straight into the amp, or what I like to do is sometimes boost that alongside with essentially some sort of dirt pedal to even take it further over the edge. Another thing about this amp is the fact that we have some reverb, so check this out. I'm cranking up the reverb, listen to this. Love that effect. I just feel like it adds more. And what's great about this reverb too is obviously it's digital, but turning that all the way off, you can also get a very cool, super tight, super compact. So that's the blues power channel on that JJN 50. And like I said, if you want to essentially stack overdrives or do kind of your own thing with it, you can disengage that blues power channel, and it's the same qualities, just a little more subdued. So And also what I love about this amp is the fact that it rolls off. Bringing that volume down. And if you want to, you can get a little more chicken picking. Super simple panel to use. Alongside this plugin is the fact that you have it easy. It's a channel volume, bass, middle, treble. Then you're gonna have your reverb control and then an ultimate master volume. So turning up that reverb a little bit, I'm gonna go halfway on the reverb so we got a little bit of. I told my friends at Blackstar, I said, I need an amplifier that I can count on day in and day out as I'm touring, as I'm playing, and also something that's very articulate. It retains the quality and the warmth of the vintage aesthetic and kind of what we expect to have from the amp. But it also feels like today it has a modern sound, it has a modern approach, and it's just really, really user-friendly. So going backwards, I'm gonna go to this channel 1, right, which is our standard clean channel, sounds like this. Going back, I'm gonna take that reverb out a little bit. Clean channel, you can hear how up close it gets. Super clean. And I really love this amp. It inspires me to play. So where I live is over here, channel 2 with the blues power on, turned all the way up. Add the reverb up about halfway. It gives me this kind of sound. But now the fun is not over. Let's move on to the plugin. Let's hear what the plugin sounds like. Let's go through that. I'm gonna flip this amp on standby. We're here with the plugin. Check this out. I am going on the first channel right here, and this is super simple. Same faceplate as the real amp, all of the above. I'm gonna take this reverb just halfway. We are on channel 1. Bass, middle, treble at noon, master at noon. Feels really warm, it feels really bright, it's resonant, and I'm gonna mess around a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit of bass out, throw a little bit more treble, get it a little more snappy. I'm gonna keep the mids there, but check this out. That's what I was looking for, a little bit more of that top end. Throw a little more reverb in. Turn that up a little bit. Love it. I'm just gonna isolate this amp right here so you can see I had the pre-FX on, but here we are with that amp. As you can tell, identical faceplate. And as I move on, I am going to move on to channel 2 right here, clicking that. Now it's gonna open up just a little bit for us. Let's do this. I'm putting everything back at noon, right? I'm gonna turn the gain up on channel 2 a little bit, as well as the volume to match what we were at on channel 1. I love it. It sounds super fat. Take that reverb off so we can hear what that sounds like. What I love about it too is even the quality that, where it's ringing. It starts to get a little bit of that overtone in there, which is super cool. And it's just really, really inspiring to play. I'm gonna turn the reverb all the way up and hear what that does. Just for fun, here we are. I love it. I love it. Here I'm gonna go to this boost, this blues power setting. Love it. So that is essentially what we're getting when we play the amplifier compared to the plug-in, and it's super fun. And as you can tell, I'm not even tweaking that much. I'm essentially listening, interpreting how I play, and it doesn't feel as if I'm forcing it out of this plug-in. It doesn't feel as if there's something I'm even missing, you know? And when I worked with the team at Blackstar, it was very important for me to feel natural while playing and for this thing to sound right in the track. And I think that's what's most important. Going here too, just to add a little bit more, and you can check this out, we have our pre-effects. So if you wanna go crazy, we actually swept my pedals that I use and I've used on my albums. And we have here an overdrive, we have a distortion, and an octafuzz, all swept for my personal pedals. Check this out, here's the octafuzz. Everything also has drive or gain, volume, so if you want to gain it up. I'm adding distortion on top of it. Check this out. Overdrive with distortion. That's just overdrive channel 2. There's so many different ways you can kind of craft a tone with this just by using that. And then moving on still, cab rig, check this out. With cab rig, we can pick what cabinets we want to use. And as you can see on this cabinet that is over here on my left in this cab rig is my signature cabinet for the JJN 50. You can mess around. Right now we're miking 2, right? We're just twisted on it. You can add room tone. Here's some more room tone. Even more room tone. Room off. But you can change cabinets, you can change everything you want. Check this out. So I can put an artisan cabinet in there. Also, we can control the level, how much we want to actually, what mic we want to have on it. It's so much fun. Also, if I want, I can take a little bit of, like, let's say I take this Artisan 412 down a little bit. Take it out. Going here, post effects. This is something really cool too. This is all of the effects that I've used on my albums. Tape delay, we've got a vibe, rotary, and a verb. And walking through these, there's just so much. So even adding, let's take the verb off of the amplifier. And this is the verb that's on the post effects. Put it in the mix more. There's so much you can do with this. You can sit here all day dampening it. Little run through, here's the rotary, check this out. Now there's speeds for slow, there's speeds for fast. We'll turn the fast off. Both together. I love it. Turning the verb off, turn the rotary off. Check this out, a univibe. On my record, I would be playing a solo with the band, and our producer, Eddie Sphere, he would be in the room with the tape machine, and he would be controlling it. So check this out. This is crazy, but I'm gonna go to the pre-effects, I'm gonna put on this distortion, and listen what this sounds like with the tape. You can do with all of this. We have it so there's saturation, it can sound like old tape. It's just awesome. And then, as always, if you want to go there, there's an equalizer for the whole thing, so you can cut some of that low out. We can do a little high cut. Hear what that sounds like. I hope that you check it out and you get as inspired as I was while we were creating it. If you have any more questions about these two pieces, the plug-in, the amp, make sure to contact your Sweetwater sales engineer and get one in your hands today.